Mi a fene? Mi lehet? Ez meg mi a faszom?
Go! Go! Whoa!
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Huh? You swine!
Show what you're made. Ah!
Come here. You're my doggy, eh? Ka! Ka! Quick! Quick! Whoa!
Tűnjél el, vagy megöllek! Takarodj, vagy szétrugom a segged! Támadás! Mindenki ide! Nezhetek! Téged is megbaszlak! Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat. Csak nem vérzzel! Ja. Vér? Téged is megbaszlak! Disznó kurvák!
Look what I have for you. You silly mutt.
That looks like a map, carved into the rock.
God bless. The dew is still on the leaves. You don't need your horse. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take... Did I bring that stuff for Visor? We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Crazel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties, so that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Yeah! Ah! Lazy bones. Whoa, boys! Whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
I can't see a thing through those bushes.
You'll go and have a close look. Don't worry. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally, at least we're not blocking the road too much.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Two stinking bastards that was... This fella's with him,
Hey!
for sure.
Drop that right now and get over here!
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Ignatius is telling the truth. There are all sorts of types causing trouble in these parts. Not just from Lower Samine. Ignatius and I thank you for taking on the job of guarding the roads, making sure that honest, if somewhat grubby tradesmen stay safe.
Aye, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, thanks.
Really good work, lad. Well, time waits for no man. Let's all carry on with our duties, eh?
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them,
Of course.
You can count on it.
glad to. Let's go, fella. Maybe...
What's
I'll get this
next?
right.
Not much left for...
Hopefully, the next farm's just up ahead. Here we come, Snorter. Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. Happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Lazy bones.
Lord be with you.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream. Search.
dick!
Look what I have for you.
It really wasn't a curse. No wonder the pigs...
Well, what do you... I'll give you a hand.
Ew. Is this really worth it?
I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
What now?
I took care of the...
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. Anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
I'm sorry, Ignatius, my friend. You can't expect me to do that.
In that case, as soon as we get where we're going, you can just get off the wagon and go and look for that pit yourself. If you don't do what I tell you, you're useless to me. So I'll be useless to you too.
Maybe there's another way. I'll try to come up with something.
Ha! That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Yeah! Yeah!
God bless.
Oh, Sakra. The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. He's coming from over there.
What are you doing here, Henry?
Bonnie?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus!
Well, what else can I do? You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his...
Shit. It's all...
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the...
And Couldn't you find the pit without that? I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead...
You sure your poor creature is terrible?
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old my... He doesn't give him food. He abuses him. With him, you wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick...
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to fix... If you want to take him, I want...
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before some...
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
Blessings to you.
Greetings, friend.
Well, good night. Good doggy. Good boy.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of?
I set the dog free.
For fuck's sake, we were supposed to get rid of him, 'cause that...
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog before we got to him.
Well, fuck me. How much more is that girl going to...
Oh, she'll take better care of him than Baysar did. All he needs is to be fed.
I sure... Because if he runs off and ravages something... Let's go before we start...
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't.
The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I can't say I'm all that satisfied with your help, but I don't want you to think old Ignatius is an ungrateful bastard, so I have something here for you. Although, to tell the truth, you didn't much grow on me.
Well, that's a shame. Because I thought you were a pretty good fella. In fact, I'm actually kind of fond of you in a way.
If you're trying to come out smelling of roses now, don't bother. Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm a Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty.
Praise God.
Good evening. Do you need...
I found the place where we can... You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, only it's not a pit. The gravedigger Ignatius.
And is it the real...
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, come on. You whine more... How if I sent 2 wagons, it'll...
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel...
Crazel, focus.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest, and in certain circumstances have emerged, which...
Wait, what do you mean?
Not for now.
What about all the niter?
I admitted to myself it's maybe...
So, this...
Not at all. The salt pit, the origin, chaos.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before to penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its...
Eh?
I'll explain.
Well, what's the next task?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet. Do you hear it?
Can you get to the...
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and... No, a book. And from it all, it's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. You might say it's kind of an
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there.
First, the gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortal, but why try to force your way in?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samin wedding coming. I can't wait to try out my new potion. What about you?
Certainly. I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you... Start getting ready. You've almost got... But it still could be a lot. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you...
So you'll really get me into that wedding?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we want... Or, to be more exact, the 2 of us. Me as a friend and host, and you as a body...
And who is this Mr...
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant. All will be stunned by her beauty. And all it'll take is a little push.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weak... All the single damsels at the wedding. Ours will be the noble or not. He's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend, and when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side, so you can... Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone.
I can hardly believe that you have all...
Well, I admit there's a certain element here that... First, we have to find our...
What?
Look, she doesn't have to be... We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume.
Could Bonnie do?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and nobody with any sense would let her into the...
So some bad...
Aye. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyaoff baths, including some. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but...
Well, the last time I dealt with her getting your disguise washed...
You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2...
All right.
Heck, you're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of... And don't forget, you're going to need to dress the girl up and make her... So, stop off at Troskowitz as well, and get her a nice... Mintha would be...
Where can I...
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha.
Where can I find...
Where do you think? The butcher's? Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful...
Why that dress?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Ulrich won't know. The dress is likely to be pretty
I'll be going...
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet there. I'll let our lady... Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your...